Hello everybody, welcome to our annual video, this time in April, for the syaoranvee channel. I'll be going over, as usual, the various playlists we got going on, and then talking about the future a bit. So nothing too crazy in regards to this year's video. So let's go ahead and get down to business. As the oldest thing on here that I still have not canceled for whatever reason is Nostalgia. That hasn't had a video in... Actually, let me see here. Hasn't had a video in 10 years, but for whatever reason, like, if I ever decide to go back to it, I would have to regrind the entire game on my own, probably on my own single-player server type of thing, unless I decided for whatever reason to use the, like, one of two online servers that I think is still active at this point. Don't see myself really doing anything with this year, as per usual, but, you know, weirder things have happened. I wouldn't hold my breath on that one, though. As far as the Elder Scrolls Online goes, I've actually been releasing videos on that more recently. This is one of the ones that got affected by my comment a few months ago, which was that moving forward I was going to do less talkative playthroughs of things because I'm having a really big issue in regards to the situation I'm in, where I have a number of people around me at times during the day, or I'm getting home from work and being way too tired at like 2 in the morning to try and do this like I used to. It's a lot more difficult to have time to do the commentary bits compared to how it was before. So I'm only going to be doing like very select games in regards to doing actual like commentary playthroughs on. Most of these are going to be non-commentary this point moving forward, which honestly that's probably the biggest news in regards to what I've been doing here. I used to have a pretty even split in regards to no commentary and commentary playthroughs, but it's going to definitely shift to being more no commentary playthroughs. And Elder Scrolls Online is one of those ones that got affected by that. It's I'm doing the Oradon Zone, which is being uploaded right now, part by part. And then after that, I'm going to be heading over and doing the Somerset expansion. So that's going to at least be done this year for sure. Beyond that, I'm not making any promises, but Somerset expansion for sure is going to be done this year. Next one, Guild Wars 2. I definitely plan on working on Guild Wars 2 moving forward. It's this weird one where I did 6 videos of it years ago and just never really touched it after that. But again, with the no commentary going to play now, I'm gonna find it easier to put out videos on stuff compared to how it was before. So gonna be doing more of that. I do hope to be putting out videos on that this year, especially since it seems to be gaining more popularity again. It's getting expansions and stuff like that after having like a long delay and really having content, as far as I understand. Moving on, Tower Unite. Tower Unite's one of the ones where I'm probably going to still do commentary playthroughs on. Tower Unite's one of these weird ones where I just kind of put a video out every once in a while, and because it's kind of like more of a casual mini-game type of thing, so it's not really anything too serious, but that one will still get some videos here and there. Final Fantasy XIV, another one that was commentary for 500 plus videos, and now it's being shifted to being a no commentary playthrough. I have videos that I'll be I just did Hildebrand as my last set of stuff for that not too long ago, and I'm going to be finishing up more of the post-Endwalker content before hopefully the next expansion comes out, and then I'll be enjoying the new expansion. Moving on, Warframe. Warframe I'm hoping to get back into. I had some frustrations with Warframe in the past, mostly around building a character that could survive in the later content, which I haven't been very successful on. I'm going to probably try again at that, or find some people to help me out, or something along those lines, so I can move forward a bit. Because I would like to get back into Warframe. It's been a couple of years, I think, at this point that I haven't played it. L Devon is another one that I actually spent a huge amount of time on last year. In particular, I think until like January, I think it was, that I sat there for hours upon hours running these same dungeons to get this limited currency to be able to finally build up to getting a decent set that I think is going to be able to carry me for the majority of the way through the game, I think, at least. I'm hoping it will. And so that's going to have videos as well. In fact, I'm surprised I haven't put out more videos of it recently, but I'm hoping to correct that here soon and put some more out, because I don't think there's anything stopping me for the next while, at least, in regards to questing and what I'll be able to do with that. So Devon's definitely going to be getting some videos here soon. Destiny 2, I'm going to be continuing along with that. I'm actually releasing, as this comes out, a couple videos in regards to the seasonal content. I didn't play for a couple months. I basically just left it alone, and now they have the full season, and they just, I think, started a new thing recently that's going to lead up to the expansion in June. And my plans for Destiny 2 is that I'm going to be doing the expansion in June, and unless the expansion is amazing, has a good hook for what they're going to do in the future, that expansion otherwise will probably be the last thing I do for that game. I'm basically just playing it because of the fact that it's supposed to be the expansion that wraps up the storyline in regards to what's been going on for the past 10 years or so. So, a very big chance that this expansion coming up is going to be the last thing I particularly do for Destiny 2, and then that playthrough will probably wrap up then. Like, I'm giving it like 80-20 odds that it's going to end at that expansion, but you know, it could surprise me. Terraria is another one that I still plan to do a commentary playthrough on. I just haven't found a good time for it recently. It's pretty much just going to be one of those ones that I'll put a video out every once in a while for. I really didn't do anything in regards to it in the last year, which is going to be the same thing I'm going to be saying for these next two as well that I get into. But Terraria is going to just be one of those ones that get uploaded every once in a while. Nothing too crazy going on with that. Sea of Thieves, I haven't uploaded last year. Another one that's not too heavy into being... there is like seasonal content that I'm missing, but other stuff in regards to that isn't going anywhere, so there's still plenty of stuff for me to do in regards to that without having to worry too much. So eventually I'll get back to Sea of Thieves. Endless Online is the one I'm going to talk about probably the most in regards to when I started Endless Online in 2022. I did, I think, 10 or 11 videos, I think, in 2022, and then I did like 2 videos in 2023 or something like that. And unfortunately, in the case for that, this playthrough is pretty much done. It's not going to be finished. The reason for that is out of my control, because the server I was using, which had been the server that people were using for years up to this point, I believe, from what I understand, has been taken down, and the original owner for Endless Online has come back and has made their own server that is now like way more popular. I think it's called like Endless Online Recharge or something like that. So my plans for this is that I'm likely going to like axe this playthrough entirely. It's going to be deleted off this channel eventually, and in the future at some point I'm going to restart on the new Endless Online Recharge server or whatever it's called, because as I was saying, the server that I was on, I'm pretty sure no longer exists. And if it still existed, like it's a ghost town, nobody's playing it. So, the one thing we did finish up last year, or in between these two like annual video type things, is the Rift Guardian playthrough. I did get through that. It was a commentary playthrough all the way through. I did all the base game's zones besides Amber Isle, and if I decide to go and do Amber Isle at some point, I'd probably go ahead and throw that in the... I'm not sure if I'd do it in its own playlist or if I'd just add it on to the Rift Guardian one. If I did it, I probably would do a no commentary one for that, but I haven't really ever done the Amber Island content, so I don't know if it's worth really doing. I kind of skipped it when I did my Defiant playthrough, and I think I was only there for like one thing in particular, for some sort of like holiday event or something like that in the past. I can't quite remember. But yeah, I am happy we got at least one playthrough finished last year. So, and it seemed like it actually got a good bit of popularity, surprisingly enough, because it did get quite a few view hits, I'm surprised by. And I did add another playlist in regards to Rift events. I've been doing some of their holiday events, and I keep on meaning to go and like doing some of their smaller, I think like week-only events, but I keep on missing them because they're so easily missed unless I'm just like paying attention to their website very often or whatever. I haven't really played Rift since I played through the Guardian playthrough, so that's probably another reason why I keep on missing them. But in regards to that, that's pretty much the main thing going on here. In regards to the future, it's hard for me to really say. I have a couple of things here I can easily like work on. Like Guild Wars 2, I can start working on. Essentially, that'd be almost a brand new playthrough right there, because I barely touched it. Eldeven, I mean, if I really worked on Eldeven, I could probably maybe finish it in the next year, I would say. But beyond that, I'm not entirely sure. I've actually thought about it, like going back to Fallout 76 as a non-commentary playthrough, especially since I just like I have a better GPU than I did when I first got Fallout 76, which was one of my main frustrations with it, along with having a lot of issues with the commentary at the time as well. But it is hard for me to say exactly what I'll be doing in the future, because a lot of times I'll sit here and spend 10 minutes talking about, oh, I'm going to do this and do that, and ends up being things end up not really working out that well. The only thing I think I would say that if I did in the future would be maybe Fallout 76 and maybe it's kind of like a Tabea clone called Raven Dawn. That kind of caught my interest as well. So those two might show up at some point. Like I said, I'm not entirely sure. It's up in the air. I definitely have enough stuff here to work with for the time being, for sure. And I don't know what my my times are going to be like in the future anyways. So I might even have less time than I usually do in the future. Really all depends, but I did want to just give this update because it is about time for me to do another annual one of these, and it's kind of pretty much just another year of going through what I already have, I think. So, hope you guys enjoy this stuff still, and I hope you guys will continue to watch what I put out, and I'll see you guys roughly another year for one of these annual videos, and we'll see where things are going there. So, see you guys then.